Hey guys, how are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, The Sacred Alchemist 1111. I am your host and your reader, Lorraine. And guys, I am here to conduct your reading for July 2020 for the water signs. So that's Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio star signs. This one is going to be for you. I do hope that you guys are doing really well within yourselves. I'm also going to take this moment now to give a big thanks to all of those new subscribers to the channel. Thank you guys so much. I am deeply touched by it and I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys again. Now, let's get stuck into your reading. As you know, this is non-gender specific. It's not really about the star sign within the water element. Let's just focus on the energy. Now, whatever is brought up here, please do take what resonates, and also note that it may have already happened to you. It's happening right about now, or it may or may not even come at all to fruition. All right, so let's just bear that in mind, guys. Now, always have an open mind. This is what I'm told to say to you, and always rely on your intuition. Two bits of advice for the water signs, because you're all about your emotions, and I feel right now you feel as if you're in a washing machine, or like a tumble dryer, because you're just being tossed all over the place emotionally. Okay, and I just feel that you're just trying to find your ground. You're just trying to find your foot, you know, and try and stabilize yourself. But there's a lot of things that's going on right now. I'm not talking about outside in the world, but what's going on inside of you. Okay, how you perceive the world to be and your response to certain events greatly depends on the level, you know, the level of your vibrations, your frequencies, and also the quality of your mind, your mindset. Okay, now without further ado, we're going to get stuck in. I'm going to pull for the butterfly for life changes. See what kind of messages that we get. So Spirit, this is for the butterfly. Oh, okay, we've got end of an era. Before I could even get the words out, end of an era. Something quite hurtful is coming to an end. Something quite painful is coming to an end. There's been a lot of bloodshed, sweat and tears. Your heart has been affected by this big time. Very much a change that you didn't really expect to happen, but it's happening. You haven't got no choice, darling, but to go with the flow. This is what I'm saying here. There's been a real big loss. And you've got hobbies. If anything right now, for some of you guys, as part of trying to heal yourself, get into looking at certain things that you love to do as a little form of distraction. Because I feel right now it's like I'm dealing with somebody who's single, but quite there's so much things that's going on. You are quite creative at hand, but what I'm required to say is that certain things that you're doing as a hobby, you need to kind of focus a lot more on that, because there could be something quite lucrative that you could do as a sideline, as an income or like as a business. Because I think right now everyone's trying to get into that creative kind of energy. So what Spirit's saying, even though you've got an end of an era, an end of something that is totally out of your control. You cannot control this end of an era. Okay. But to keep your mind busy and to keep your mind occupied, focus on hobbies, things that's going to uplift your spirits as well, okay? Because this is a time of healing and you've got emotions. So as I said, it just really feels like you're in a washing machine, okay? Your emotions are going everywhere, okay? So just take the time to just self-care, definitely self-care, all right? Don't sort of get into the habit of also being on your own. Reach out, talk to people, go out online. So go out, for walks, or go online, join groups, sort of get active, get busy, and get distracted away from this situation, because this is really hurting you a lot. Okay, right. Cartomancy. I've got my window open, guys, so you may hear some traffic in the background or some voices outside, so I do apologize. You know, so please bear with me. Now, this card flew out, as you saw, and it hit on the emotions. This is a sky. This is a 10 card. This is endings, death of a situation, okay? And as I said, it's quite painful. It's quite emotional for you, okay? This really was something that you didn't expect. It feels like 10 of Swords energy. Feels as if you've been betrayed big time, but it's like you didn't imagine. All right, you detected there was a problem, an issue, but you didn't realize it was this bad. That's what I'm hearing. I didn't know it was this bad. Right? The next card you've got it's to do with the home front as well. Certain things that's been going on in the home, and it's just come crashing down. It's just come to an end. Okay. I'm hearing if your hobbies is interior design, do it. That's what I heard. So let's look at the 10 card. I've got 2 cards that flipped out. I've got to take them, darlings. All right. Yeah. You've got the Queen of Swords and you've got the Ace of Swords. Sorry, the Ace of Spades, but it's in reverse. So there was definitely some kind of deception. Something that has really given this kind of clarity. And you've had to cut ties. You've definitely had to cut ties. This is Ace of Spades in reverse, and this is the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Spades. You've had to cut something very painful off, and it's left you now with no choice but to move on. The next card I've got, 19, Tower. What's going on here, Spirit? What's going on with this vibe, this energy? Why is this here? So you've got the Queen of Cups with the Joker, which is the wild card or the Fool. And you've got 2 more cards. So you've got 3 more cards. So you've got the Ace of Clubs, which would be the Ace of Wands. You've got the 9 of Hearts and you've got the 6 of Hearts, or the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. There was something to do, some kind of communication that was sent out to somebody who's in a 6 of Cups energy, 6 of Hearts energy. Okay. Now these 2 things, I've got them separate. So I don't think they're you. It's separate. This is a separate situation to you. This is very separate. It's as if somebody was manifesting for a connection with a 6 of Hearts because of the 8 of Clubs, which is 8 of Wands. This is a message being sent out to somebody. Wishful thinking, wishful, hopeful, manifesting a 6 of Cups person. With you, this is, so excuse me, with the Queen of Hearts or the Queen of Cups, this is definitely about you needing to take a risk to start a new beginning for you. This is new, all right? And I'm hearing, oh, this is new. So this is something that, again, you're hearing about certain things that's unfolding about this situation. And it's like, oh, well, I didn't know about that. It's new, all right? So you suspected that certain things weren't right. You did. For some of you guys who tried to brush it under the carpet and, brush it under the rug. But I think this time it was, there was no point in doing that because it was too obvious, okay? It's not just to you, it's to somebody else as well. So let's get stuck into the tarot. Let's see what's going on. Why have these cards shown up? And also what is going on with this 6 of Cups person. 6 of Cups. So we've got the Chariot card and we've got the 8 of Wands. Someone was making some fast moves. There's a fast energy, and somebody's like hot on the trail, hot on the tail, right? Very much Cancerian fire sign energy as well. It kind of like reminds me of like a race against time. time was of the essence. Something was going on where you got some rapid kind of information, or somebody, you know, you got to find out something. But this is swift movement. The Eight of Wands and the Chariot card is swift movement. You need to come out from there quickly. Don't look back. And the reason why you're not looking back is because you've got the Five of Swords. So there was some kind of argument, some kind of confrontation, and this has led you to flee. It's led you to flee. Very defeated. Very defeated. Someone feels smug about themselves as well. Somebody feels quite smug about themselves. Like, yeah, I got the last. I got the last laugh. I got the last talk in. And they've got all the Five of Swords. And somebody's had the power to pick up all 5 swords and carry them off. This is either you or the other person. You're feeling very proud about yourself, or the other person is feeling very proud about themselves, but they've left you with nothing. Not even a thought left of the situation, because they've taken the situation, the conversation, the argument away. It's gone. The next card that I've got is the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Cups. So this is definitely about rejection. This had to end, whether you like it or not. There was something going on here that the two of you are not even talking. There's no movement. There's, you know, it's just a mess. If you can see with the spindle, it's just a mess. A spinning wheel, or I can't remember what it's called. If this, I think that's a spindle, and like that's like a, you know, what you'd use to, you know, thread yarn and stuff like that. But what was going on here was that this was just getting out of control. It's getting out of hand. And with this Three of Cups right here, it's an indication to me that there's some kind of third party situation. And it's also a disappointment. I'm hearing that it was a disappointment. I'm thinking about the Three of Swords here. And this feels Three of Swordsy from here because of the emotions. Something has really rocked you. Rocked the other person. So you've got the Hermit in reverse. So this was about the energy that would have been during that time of the breakup, or the ending of the situation. This was you for quite some time. Really going over in your head about what's the best course. Where do you see yourself? Why is this person doing what they're doing? You're trying to get some kind of knowledge and understanding about the situation. I feel that you failed to, though, because the Hermit in reverse failed to, but then you've got the Justice card, and I feel that the only way forward would have been for you to really break up from this person. Divorce. Divorce. Got the Page of Swords and got the Nine of Swords. So something really worried you a lot. A lot of noise, head noise. Page of Swords, not really. You're more focused on the Nine of Swords than you're on the Page of Swords for you to actually, you know, do your research and have a look and see what's going on. The Nine of Swords is too powerful for you right now at this precise moment. This is why Spirit's saying that you need to focus on your hobbies. Go online, have a look online, do your research, especially for the Page of Swords. Get some more information out there. But I feel right now, you just don't have what it takes for that. And at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Seven of Wands. So somebody's been... it really feels as if, like, there was, you know, it was just the ending of arguments, the ending of problems that were becoming very, very unsettling for you. Most definitely. And I feel that for some reason you had to fend off defending yourself, or the other person was defending themselves, but there's been a block. There's been a block, or there's been an injunction. I feel it's the other person, though, to be honest. I don't feel it's coming to you. I feel this is the other person that is giving off this Seven of Wands energy to try and fend off fend off a situation. Let's have a look at the clarities. Let's just clarify something. What's with the the Chariot and the Eight of Wands? What's going on here for the water sign? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What's going on with the Chariot card and the Eight of Wands? Why are they here? So yeah, rejection. It's as if to say, like, I'm not going to put up with this. I'm not going to stay in this energy upright, as if it, like, here, I'm coming out from it. And I feel that this is what you need to do, because you're not really going to get any better. You need to make sure that you can step out from this energy. I feel that, again, with the Nine of Swords, it really feels to me that you was in this fight for quite a long time. Now, with the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords and the Page of Swords, I'm more focusing on the Five of Swords. What's going on here? Why is this person, if it's you or them, what's going on? What is with this emotion of gleefulness and, you know, I've got one over you? What's this all about? Feeling left out in the cold. Finances, emotions, money, everything, you know, you had to come out. This is where the seven, the Chariot card, and the Eight of Wands. No, there's no room for negotiation here. This is over. They made you feel very left out. You felt very pushed out. I feel that as if, like, to say they stole your chance to ask questions, to ask an opinion, to get an opinion as to what is going on here. You was really, it was like you was forced out. And with the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Cups, it's as if the universe said to you, like, you don't even worry about it. Don't even answer any questions. Just close up and just go. Shut up shop and just go. Okay? Because there's no point in you asking any kind of questions as to what's going on here, because I feel that this situation ended because it needed to. It just came to the ending of its natural cycle, and that was it. There's no point in asking any questions about it. The only thing you need to do is find out about the experience that you got, and that's it. Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Cups. So with this two, because there's two people that you're not even looking at each other. And there's also deep thought. With the Four of Cups here, there's a lot of thinking. So again, Seven of Pentacles, not really wanting to invest in this anymore. Hanging on, holding on for too long. And what's going on here is that there's a lack of reciprocity. There's a lack of understanding. There is just everything that is just not how it should be. And I do feel that with the Hermit card, where you try to understand, I feel that you failed to understand. It's giving me fail. Why? Why is the Hermit card doing that? Why is the Hermit card doing that? Yeah, you needed to embark on a new journey. Take the risk. Also, as well, the fact is that it would have been a thing of, like, you wouldn't have seen the situation really as it was. You failed to notice the red flags. Failed to realize. Again, you know, it would have been a thing of like, oh, well, I didn't know it was like this. You had some form of inclination with the Hermit card, but you didn't go deep enough, I feel, to really get a better understanding. So it would have given you more time to prepare. I just feel that it was a little bit too, like, instantaneous. And with the Justice card, it really feels like divorce. I don't think that this is what you wanted either. Okay, all right, with the Justice card, what's going on here? Why is the Justice card here? What's going on here? Why is this here? Why is the Justice card here? You're dealing with a fire sign. You're dealing with a fire sign or two fire signs, but it feels like this person is, these two cards are one and the same. I feel that you were dealing with somebody who just grew up. There was an evolution. Someone that went from boy into man. I don't mean to sound horrible, but I feel that they were probably with you just so that they could grow. They needed to gain some form of life experience. You needed that too. But with regards to this energy of the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands, I feel that if you try to change them from a player into like a husband material or what have you, I don't think that was what would have been working. Because again, with this Seven of Wands energy, and I do feel it's this person here that they didn't want that. It's like, no, not for me. And you've got the Nine of Wands here in reverse. So again, this feels like this is you needing to let your Again, let your guard down. Allow sort of healing to take place. Focus on your hobbies and interests so that you can start to get really and truly active to get out. I'm just going to pull from the dark mirror because there's something quite dark and, you know, it feels a bit like, you know, what, let's unearth something from this. All right. So what's going on? See this from the other person. What's going on with this card? Or you, something, you know, you've both been left in the dark. What's going on here with this vibe? What's going on with this vibe? All right. Parasite. So there was an unwanted feeling of real negative energies that was eating away. This was not really a good energy to have. You know, it's either you or it's the other person that felt that, you know, this whole energy, this situation, it's just not vibing with me. It's sucking my soul. It's, you know, this kind of parasite, very dark energies. There's certain things that kept you up at night and worried you. But that's because of negativity. You fed into the fear. You fed the fear. The fear is like a parasite. Okay? Failure to acknowledge and, you know, understand a situation. And the reality is that, you know, this is what would have happened. It would have given you this kind of fear because you don't understand. You wasn't aware of it at the time. Okay? So, with the emotions, this is where it would have been really feeding off of your emotions. This parasite. Fear is the parasite that really fed off of your emotions. And it kept you up at night. You can't sleep as tired as you are, because here it's as if you really want to sleep, but you can't because of this Nine of Swords energy. It's really keeping you up at night. All right. We're going to have a look at the work your light. Try and balance out this vibe. Let's just try and balance out this vibe. So the next card that we've got. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So, yeah, end of an era. You're leaving one dark place, okay, in your life that needed to be done away with in order for you to head towards some form of healing. It is an emotional kind of, it is feeling really emotional with regards to all of this darkness and this, you know, it left you out in the cold. You wasn't understanding. Very Nine of Swords energy, very fearful. It's quite an imposing kind of image, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. It does feel like Ten of Swords energy, but this is all part of where you are going. You're evolving. Okay, so this is where, this is the situation. Okay, and we're going to close off this reading with Romance Angels. Okay, let's get some Romance Angels done. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. I'm going to get another card for you guys. Give your relationship a chance. Give your relationship a chance and work on your partnership. This is what you were trying to do. You were trying to do this. I really do feel, because you know, when I mentioned about the fact that you didn't really want to have this divorce, you didn't really want this to be the case. And it has left you, it's rocked you left, right and centre. I do believe this person was your soulmate. We can have more than one soulmate, you know that, okay? But this soulmate taught you a very valuable lesson. It taught you a very valuable life lesson about love, about trust, about connections. But what you got with them, it was the complete opposite. But now that you kind of understand what it is that you're looking for, what you want, this is not what I want with this person. This energy is too low, it's too dark, it's too stressful. I know what I want this time and I'm going to go for it. Okay? So this really was a past energy. This isn't now. this was past energy. And yeah, they definitely was your soulmate. They were your soulmate. But this King of Wands person, they're really looking on the fact that they really wanted this divorce. They wanted to just break away for whatever reason. But this is come to it's drawn to a close. Okay, guys, so this is what I've got for you. It's a bit of it's quite an emotional kind of reading. You just need to make sure you just keep pushing forward and just learn to really, really take care of yourself right now and pay close attention to, you know, anything that might trigger you, but also to do with the fact that, you know, I still feel that you are definitely in this healing energy. You're very, very emotional right now. This is something that recently happened. As I said, this could have been the, you know, I don't think it's a death. I just feel that if it's a death, it's the death of a relationship, okay, between you and somebody, all right? The King of Wands. Okay, guys, I will be back in August for your reading for, you know, for August 2020. So hopefully I'll be able to give you guys a much more positive reading, or maybe there's going to be a follow-up to this situation. But as always, just take what resonates and just chuck the rest away. Okay, guys, so thank you so much again for stopping by. And a big, big thank you, guys, again for joining up and subscribing to the channel. And, guys, take care. I will be back next month. Okay, all the best. Peace.